is a woody shrub that is actually extinct in the wild. They're indigenous to tropical regions in South America, such as Brazil, Chile, and Venezuela, but are mainly grown in isolation. Any part of the plant has the potential to be highly poisonous, and if ingested, can result in a wide range of symptoms. Once Angel's trumpet is in your system, certain muscles become paralyzed, and you will commonly experience sweating, an increased heart rate, diarrhea, and vomiting. One is also likely to experience extreme hallucinations, both auditory and visually. These hallucinations have been described as terrifying, and people have been known to go into trances and completely lose awareness. One of the most bizarre examples of such behavior was documented in psychiatry and clinical neuroscience, when a man cut off his own penis and tongue after consuming Angel's trumpet. The plant is even known to cause death to many of its victims. In some cultures, it can be used as a form of punishment. Ancient tribes in South America used to make misbehaving children take the drug, believing it will allow their ancestors from the spirit world to speak to them. It has also been used for medicinal purposes, usually as an external treatment. However, some cultures have used non-lethal doses to induce vomiting with the intent of expelling worms or parasites from a person's digestive system. The manchineel tree is a plant found in the tropical regions of North and South America. It's primarily native to places such as the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Mexico, and Central America, as well as the state of Florida. These trees bear fruits that resemble tiny apples that are extremely poisonous, hence its nickname the Little Apple of Death. In fact, manchineel trees are one of the most deadly plant species in the world. Its toxins are very powerful. The sap from their trees are so toxic that simply standing underneath the trees during a rainstorm will cause your skin to blister. This is because the sap contains a high level of phorbol, which is a skin irritant. Exposure for long periods of time can result in death. A long time ago, a tribe in coastal South America called the Caribe Indians would sometimes tie their captives to these trees as a means of torture. They would even use the sap to poison their arrowheads before battle. These trees are frequently referenced in literature and journals throughout history. One such example is in the Buccaneers of America, wherein the author cuts off a branch of the tree to use as a fan, wishing to swat away bugs and to cool down. Instead, his skin quickly blistered all over. His face swelled up so large that he could barely see for 3 days. While the fruits have the potential to be fatal, quick and swift treatment can oftentimes save a person's life. If consumed, however, the Little Apple of Death will cause bleeding, ricinus. Castor is a flowering plant native to Eastern Africa and the Mediterranean. Although it is the source of castor oil, which has various uses, it has the potential to be quite toxic. Raw castor beans contain ricin, a toxin that's lethal in even the smallest of doses. Ricin is dangerous because it prevents cells from producing protein. Since it often does not take effect for several hours after ingestion, it is a popular ingredient of intentional poisoning. It's been used throughout history in infamous assassination attempts, such as in 1978 when Bulgarian secret police poisoned Georgy Markov. In another incident, an actress named Shannon Richardson sent a letter laced with ricin to US President Barack Obama, a crime that put her in prison for 18 years. Several governments have even explored using ricin in weapons, though they have not found an effective way to do so. Those who ingest ricin will experience symptoms such as dehydration, burning sensations in the mouth and throat, a drop in blood pressure, and bloody diarrhea. If not treated quickly enough, one can die in as little as 3 to 5 days after its consumption. Find out more about each of these deadly plants by